lot at Bethune Elementary across from the Dome. Turns out the operation had been run by the district's purchasing director, who resigned. The APS athletic director got 30 days suspension for not reporting it, and the district can't account for lots of money.
Will you ever really know if $65,000 was taken?
I don't think we'll ever know. We'll never know.
I think the investigators done a tremendous job. I think they did a great job. But my problem is that APS still does not want to address the issues at other schools that are generating cash revenues from parking.
Williams complained to the Atlanta School Board this week about parking for cash at Centennial Academy during athletic events at Georgia Tech. She says the same thing happens at North Atlanta High, where the public can park before games at the new Braves Stadium, and at Sutton Middle, where the public can park for events at Chastain Amphitheater, and at Grady High, where the public can park and walk right across 10th Street to Piedmont Park. She says she's confident all four accept cash, which she says is too tempting.
And like you said, that's human nature. That's the beast of the animal. But it is incumbent upon APS to get a handle on this situation and to do what's right for the entire district.
Richard Belcher, Channel 2 Action News, Sunday AM.
Because of the cash problems at Bethune, APS says it's now considering a recommendation to bring in an independent monitor. That monitor would not take cash at school parking lots, but would reconcile the number of cars parked with the cash brought in. Channel 2 Action News is investigating claims that a popular weed killer used across Georgia causes a rare form of cancer. A Georgia woman is suing Monsanto after her husband died from non-Hodgkin's lymphoma in 2008. She claims an ingredient in Roundup made him sick. Watch our Channel 2 Investigates primetime special tonight at 7. A judge is expected to make a decision this week in the case of a former Kennesaw State student fighting deportation. Jessica Colottle asked a judge to stop the federal government from reclassifying her immigration status on Thursday. She was brought into the U.S. illegally as a child, but she was allowed to stay after receiving Dreamer status. That status was revoked after she visited Mexico. Colottle says getting it back has been exhausting.
It's been an emotional roller coaster, but I'm trying to stay very strong because I know that this means a lot for so many people.
Federal officials tried to deport Colottle after a traffic stop while she was a student at KSU. Let's get another look at the roads this morning. Here's Doug Turnbull live in the traffic center. Good morning, Doug.
Hey, good morning, Sophia. And unfortunately, we've got brand new trouble on the West Expressway. It's going to be on I-20 westbound right out at Thornton Road, or just before Thornton Road, between Riverside and Thornton there. Police tell me there's a crash with injuries and 2 left lanes are blocked, so you're starting to stack up back towards Six Flags. Just behind it, 20 westbound, the ramp to 285 South, the outer loop, exit 51 is shut down. And then just below that, 285 South, the ramp to 166 blocked. Those are with road work. We also have construction in Alpharetta. Take a live look at Traffic Tracker 2. You can see this is 400 north and southbound at Mansell Road. A left lane blocked in each direction. The southbound left lane is blocked just out of the shop, but you can see the northbound left lane causing just a little bit of sluggish traffic. I'm Doug Turnbull with Atlanta's best traffic coverage here on Channel 2 Action News, Sunday AM.
A local man wants to build what he calls a farm unity. The plans that have some neighbors divided about farm-centered living. And a man's car riddled with bullets. He says gunmen just randomly started shooting at him. The driver walked us through the night and why he believes he became their target. Plus, police say thieves are targeting Metro Atlanta bank customers. The cars detectives say the robbers used to follow the victims.
A local couple.
We have a warning about a group of thieves that's following bank customers to local gas stations and stores. This is surveillance video of a recent victim at a gas station in April. Police say 3 suspects are targeting mostly Hispanic men at Bank of America branches in Metro Atlanta. We spoke to a victim via Skype.
Notice anybody following you?
No, anybody tell me like that, you know? I don't know why follow me, bro.
Investigators say the suspects usually follow their victims in a black Honda Civic or the silver Nissan Maxima. Well, soon there will be some new officers protecting the streets of DeKalb County. We met up with some of the 8 women and 12 men in DeKalb's latest graduating class on Thursday. One new officer proved her skills as a marksman and was honored with the Firearms Award. She's the first woman to ever get it. There are 4 women in DeKalb's next police academy. Some local students will not go hungry during the summer months. The thousands of meals giving children the nutrition they desperately need.
And we're starting this morning with some clouds, but temperatures warming up steadily. Already near 80 degrees in LaGrange, mid-70s in Atlanta coming up. Show you what neighborhoods get close to 90 later today.
Investigations you can only get on Channel 2 Action News. Safety issues and lead exposure. Home Depot is under criminal investigation.
How many other families is this happening to?
Plus, we dig into claims the weed killer Roundup causes cancer.
They gotta know something's going on here.
Why critics say the company is hiding the truth. And we reveal how thousands of truckers drive on Georgia roads with invalid licenses. Hard-hitting stories. Only on Channel 2 Action News Investigates. Tonight at 7 on Channel 2.
A Gwinnett County man wants to build a very unusual community near Grayson. He calls it a farm unity. But some nearby homeowners say the space on Lakeview Road would open the door to things they don't want right down the street. Channel 2's Tony Thomas has details on the proposal.
Pine trees right here. Nearby homeowner Justin Brady bought this 50 acres of land near Grayson, he says, to hold off mass development and to build his dream that he calls a farm unity.
Across the lake is another recreational lawn over there.
About half of the land would remain woodlands under the plan presented to Gwinnett County for rezoning. 32 homes would be built on the rest, all centered around the lake and a working 5-acre farm. By design, Brady wants the homes at Blue Dress Farm to be close together.
By putting homes closely together, you get folks talking to one another. So I think that builds community.
But that's one point nearby homeowners are objecting to, along with the fact Brady would like to open a small coffee shop and store along Lakeview Road. He plans to sell the farm's produce there.
The project is very visionary, but the commercial aspect is something that we're opposed to. Because once you open the door to commercial, you set a precedence in the area.
Residents voiced their concerns at the Planning Commission meeting, and officials delayed any vote until next month so they can look more closely at the plans.
So ultimately, I would just like to be able to do something here that is an asset for the community. It's prime development property, so it's going to be developed.
Brady says he's open to compromise.
That idea came from the need to engage the community at large.
Tony Thomas, Channel 2 Action News, Sunday a.m.
The homes would be priced around $400,000 and up. Gwinnett's Planning Commission will take up the issue again on July 10th. Suburban farming is becoming more popular. In November, we told you about this acre of land in Roswell a young woman is using to grow vegetables. Some of the food is donated to a local community food bank, and local restaurants buy some as well. Well, your garden will need some water after the heat we'll see today, and some may get it in the form of a quick rain shower. Here's meteorologist Brian Monahan in Severe Weather Center 2.
A little chance of a few showers and thunderstorms today, Sophia. Right now, we're dry, mild as we take a look at temperatures this morning in the mid-70s. Rome, Carrollton, 75. It's 75 now in Atlanta. Since we got on the air, though, this morning at 6 o'clock, I have watched a few low clouds build over Midtown and downtown Atlanta. Partly cloudy sky on the way for us later on today. Those clouds not stopping temperatures from warming up, already in the mid-70s right now. In town, partly cloudy sky, a dry radar sweep this morning on Storm Tracker 2 HD radar. And the morning, well, it's going to stay dry over the next hour and a half or so. At 12 o'clock, as we head toward lunchtime, 80 degrees, a partly cloudy sky across North Georgia. As we head to the heating of the day, we'll bring on that slight chance for a shower or thunderstorm. Here's 2 o'clock, temperatures climbing into the low to a few mid-80s. And as we head toward 4 o'clock, we'll top out in the mid to some upper 80s this afternoon. Overall, though, the air pretty dry at the levels we need for showers and storms to develop. So say about 10,000 feet or so above the ground, these shades of yellow, pretty dry air across North Georgia today. As we head toward tomorrow, though, the moisture is going to start to build back. Now, this is not going to be the setup like we saw last week. Remember the downpours, the showers, the storms to start the week? We'll see some isolated showers and storms, but this is not going to be a widespread kind of washout rain for us in the early part of the week, and that rain potential will be a little bit on the elevated side as we head through most of this week. Kind of the typical pattern that we get in the summertime. You know, you get the morning sunshine, early afternoon sunshine, showers and storms develop in the afternoon. That will be the deal over the next few days. So picking up the timeline for you today, early this afternoon, partly cloudy sky. You can see those isolated showers popping up. We've got the rain chance about 20%. No threat of any severe weather today, but a couple of downpours possible this afternoon across North Georgia. Tomorrow morning, we'll start out partly to mostly cloudy. a better chance for some showers and storms in the afternoon. Notice these a bit more widespread during the day on Monday, and that'll be a pattern we'll follow through most of the week. So here's your 5-day forecast. Looking at mid to upper 80s today. The rain chance at 20%. We'll bring it up to 30% through most of the week, except toward the end of the week. Looks like that shower and thunderstorm chance going to build a little bit more, up to about 40%. Some scattered showers and storms on Thursday, staying seasonably warm in the mid to upper 80s.
Ryan, thanks. The victim of a drive-by shooting worries he might have been caught up in the middle of a gang initiation. Someone fired at least 6 shots right into his car. The victim told Channel 2's Taisha Fernandez the shots came out of nowhere.
So if I would have had a passenger, that passenger would be dead right now.
6 bullets pierced this victim's gray Mercedes Thursday night around 10:30. The victim was driving along Highway 166 in southwest Atlanta when someone in a black Chevy Malibu with tinted windows shot at him several times. One of the bullets barely missed his head.
Luckily, I guess I slowed down. I created enough separation between the car and myself that the bullets actually missed me, but they shot my tire out, and it's just crazy.
An off-duty Atlanta police officer just happened to be a witness to the shooting as he was driving home from work. He thought it may have been a road rage situation. The victim doesn't think it was road rage, though, because he said he was driving the speed limit and wasn't even close to anyone else's car. We're not revealing his name because he thinks he was a victim of a gang initiation. He said he hasn't been to sleep since the shooting, so he's wearing the same red outfit. He thinks the color red made him a target.
I don't cause a threat to anybody. I'm a working class person just like everybody else out here. So, I mean, my child could have been in the car. This could be any random person that's wearing red or wearing blue or maybe just driving.
Taisha Fernandez, Channel 2 Action News, Sunday AM.
Again, the car police are looking for is a black Chevy Malibu with tinted windows and paper temporary tags. If you know anything about this shooting, please call Crime Stoppers. That number is 404-577-TIPS, 404-577-8477. Well, this summer, millions of hungry students across the state are eating breakfast and lunch in a familiar place. Channel 2's Linda Stouffer has how the Henry County School District is doubling efforts to get students the nutrition they need to fill the gap when school is out for the summer.
Summer break looks like the school year in the cafeteria at Smith Barnes Elementary School in Stockbridge. Even though they're out of class, students can get a full breakfast and lunch with their friends. Students can pick fruit like this apple to go with a carton of school milk or orange juice at no cost to the parents, and they're feeding thousands more students this summer.
So they definitely don't go hungry. Some of them, they're home alone. They can walk to their communities, or if they can get someone to take them to a site.
Henry County Nutrition Director Cantrell Brown told me they more than doubled the locations for breakfast and lunch this summer and are sending out more meals to go, working to find kids in neighborhoods where more than 50% of students qualify for free or reduced lunch. But this is open to any Henry County student under 18 who wants to drop in.
They don't have to sign up. They just come in, come through the line, get breakfast and or lunch.
Oh, that's a big relief.
Mom Trenda Jones is helping spread the word through the parent-teacher organization, especially to working parents who don't get the summer off with their kids.
And it's just an easy answer. It's just a big help to be able to have somewhere to know that they can go, or whoever's babysitting them can bring them to get a break, to have them have food.
Linda Stouffer, Channel 2 Action News, Sunday AM.
We reached out to state education leaders. More than 60% of students qualify for assistance. The U.S. Department of Agriculture supports the Summer Food Service Program, and you can find a link to get more information on our website, WSBTV.com. We were at the Hateville Recreation Center when officials announced the Summer Food Service Program will kick off this week. Officials say the Atlanta Community Food Bank will help provide a meal and groceries to children and their parents to make sure they have the food they need. Today on This Week with George Stephanopoulos, he discusses former FBI Director James Comey's testimony before the Senate Intelligence Committee. Here's George with a preview of the show.
Good morning. Big show coming up on This Week after that blockbuster testimony from James Comey. 89 million people watched on Facebook, more than 1 million others on television. They saw James Comey basically say that President Trump is lying about his meetings, whether he directed Comey to drop the investigation into Michael Flynn. The president is firing calling Comey a liar as well. That's going to be something now for the special counsel, Robert Mueller, to sort through. And this morning, we have an exclusive interview with someone who knows both Mueller and Comey well, Preet Bharara, the former U.S. attorney from the Southern District of New York, who was fired by President Trump back in March. We're also going to get a response from a member of the president's legal team, Jay Sekulow, plus what's next in all the congressional investigations from members of the Senate Intelligence and Judiciary Committees. And our Powerhouse Roundtable is going to weigh in. A big show this morning on This Week.
Funeral services are set for a teen killed in a church bus crash. A look at our top story is next.
Millions.
Updating our top story on Channel 2 Action News Sunday a.m. The funeral for a teenager killed in a church bus crash will take place tomorrow in Alabama. Dozens more were hurt in the crash on Camp Creek Parkway Thursday. 3 people remain in the hospital. Fulton County Police tell us they're in the ICU for observation, and they say all could be released as soon as tomorrow. Police have not filed any charges for this accident. Brian's here now with an update on your humid summer-like weather.
Yeah, some clouds out there right now. No rain just yet,
Right.
but we will see an isolated shower or thunderstorm chance later today. So not quite as sunny as we saw back on Saturday afternoon. Partly cloudy sky right now. Looking out live at Midtown and downtown Atlanta. Let me take you on through the day today. Temperatures this afternoon climbing into the mid to a few upper 80s. Atlanta 87, 88 today in LaGrange, down through Eatonton, 87 today in Athens, and that rain chance at 20%. So there will be a few showers out there to track for you this afternoon. Rain chance up to 30% in your 5-day forecast for Monday, up to 40% toward the end of the week. So our rain chances will go up as the week goes on. This is the last full week of spring, and it's going to feel a lot like summer with the morning sunshine, afternoon showers and storms developing each day. Temperatures just about, though, Sophia, where they should be for this time of year.
We call them pop-up showers because they can just pop up anytime.
And it is that time of year. We'll be watching that this afternoon.
All right. Thanks for counting up on Channel 2 Action News Sunday a.m. And remember, our team never stops. We're constantly breaking and updating stories for you on WSBTV.com.
Don't forget to download our free news. And with those pop-up showers, Weather app has the radar on it all of the time.
And we hope to see you right back here in 1 hour for Channel 2 Action News at noon.